game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to it. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground, home, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 44, Hurts. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way.
Oh, he rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Warner. And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, Warner. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hall again on 2nd down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Hurts.
And able to find Kirk complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Christian Kirk, 46 yards.
And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is RG3.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Griffin.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
4th down. Here's RG3. They'll roll him out right.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Griffin.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Brian Urlacher.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
It'll be, and oh, right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 1, Griffin. Flush to his right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Warner. That's caught by Waller out left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it second down and 12. Here's Warner. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Up the middle, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Griffin's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
70. 18 right.
Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 2nd down, Warner.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll run at Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Warner. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Griffin.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Griffin. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
This taken in at the goal line.
Brown with the stick skills. Running room at the 50. Look out. Past the 20. Touchdown.